Hi everybody, it's Pri here, and today we will be reviewing BET Presents The Encore, episode 6, titled Demons and Division. Now, I wanted to get this review out this morning, but I had a lot of stuff that come up, and so I wasn't able to record it as soon as I wanted to record it. That's why you didn't get it this morning, but it's only the next day, so I'm not super duper late, just a couple hours. So now let's get into this week's episode. Now, the episode opens up with Lamisha and Pam in the kitchen, and Lamisha, she's apologizing to Pam for how she came at her the episode before, which I actually don't even remember that, but I watched that episode late. Anyway, what I read about Lamisha and Iris, I feel like they are both all bark and no bite. I mean, like later on in the episode, Iris was saying like, this is embarrassing. I'm only getting 4 lines per song or whatever. But I feel like if you want to sing on any of the songs, then you need to be proactive. Then you need to be in the studio, be present, make your presence known, and say, you know what, I like that part. Let me sing this part. Or I don't know if they are writers or whatnot. Have Pam or somebody write you something and be like, me and Pam wrote this. I want to introduce this to the group and I want to sing it. But to be on all of these different corners, you're talking to Pam, you're talking to whoever, talking about, I ain't got no lines to sing. I'm only singing 4 lines or whatever. Be proactive. That's all I'm saying. Be proactive. And then maybe you can get some more lines. Like, anyway, the next scene shows Aubrey talking with Pam. Now, Aubrey is basically saying she's tired of being beat up on. She's tired of being bullied. She's been, you know, taking all of these shots that are coming her way, and she's tired of it. Honestly, I agree with Aubrey. I mean, I agree with everything Aubrey was saying. I do feel like they have not created their own sound as a group. I just don't. Aubrey said the twins have set themselves up as leaders of the group, and they have. Like, they are calling all of the shots. They have not created their own sound. They have created Cherish 2.0. I don't understand how nobody else sees that. So everything Aubrey was saying, I was agreeing with her 100%. And she made another point when she said, ultimately, the band as a whole is going to suffer from it. And she made another good point when she said that her group that she was in was more successful than Cherish. So put some respect on her name. And I agree with Aubrey. I do think they need to show Aubrey the same amount of respect as they show everyone else. But for some reason, Aubrey has become a target and everybody's been beating up on her. And honestly, I feel bad for her. So later on in the episode, we see that she leaves, and I don't blame her for leaving. Honestly, I don't, because I feel like they're talking about Aubrey brought the spice, Aubrey was this, she was that. Well then, why didn't you let her know that you felt that way? Why did you make her feel like a part of the group? Why did all y'all beat up on her? Y'all basically picked her apart. If she was such a vital member of the group, you should have made her feel like that. That's just how I see it. Let's go to the listening session. I'm sorry, I wrote notes, y'all, because I wanted to make sure I knew what I was talking about, not forgetting nothing. Because last episode, I feel like I forgot a lot of stuff, so I made some notes this episode. But anyway, the listening session. I thought the selections were cute. I thought the twins, it was too much twins. Too many twins. I didn't like that. I didn't like that the song basically sounded like the twins. I heard a little bit of Shamari. I heard a little bit of Nivea. And of course, Pam had the gospel song, but the twins was all over those records, and I didn't like that. Oh, I wanted to talk about Kima confronting Pam. Now, from my interpretation of it, I guess Pam decided to leave the group total. And she said that when she did, she cut off all communication from her group members. Kima was saying that Pam blocked her on social media. Like, she was basically saying, like, what's up? Like, and I'm kind of with her. Well, you know what? Let me ask y'all this question. I want to know. If you decide, or if a person decides to change paths in life, should they just cut off their day ones? Like, I feel like if they went back and if they were cool like that, Pam didn't feel like she could share this with them. Like, she couldn't sit them down and just be like, you know, I'm called to do something else. I feel like this is not where God wants me to be right now. I want to be, you know, done with the group right now. Maybe come back, maybe not, but I feel led to do something else. And I'm sure if she would have worded it like that, they would have understood, because who wouldn't understand? So I'm with Kima. Like, that would hurt my feelings if we go back and you block me, like, you don't talk to me, you don't tell me what's up. Not that Pam owes anyone an explanation. She does not owe them anything. But if they were as cool as they both were saying, then I do feel like Pam could have at least told them. So I see why Kima was so hurt. And my heart went out to her when she was saying, like, I love you. I want to be able to call you and check up on you. Like, I don't see anything wrong with that. And maybe Pam, sometimes you do need to take a step back from everyone to regroup, to find your new path in life. But that's the question I have for y'all. Should you completely cut off your day ones? Y'all let me know. Drop down in the comments and let me know. So, you know, I wrote down how I felt about the songs that they played. I'm glad that Kima and Pam were able to reunite though. And I'm also glad to see 702 reunite. That was really, really cute. I was happy for them with that. Oh, you know what? Is it me? Or does Shamari and Ronnie look alike? Like, they look just alike. And those twins look just like Shamari. It might just be me. Yeah, I was weak. And Pam praised this into the gospel song. The gospel song. I don't like it. Skip. No, I take that back. The background vocals did sound really good, but Skip. I like talking. I liked talking a lot, a whole lot. Skeletons was cute. Bird's Eye View was cute. I liked how Misha came out. Misha came out with this sparkly dress on, like, yes, this is my time to be out in the lead and to sing. And I was happy for Misha. You know, she got her time to be out front. I'm not mad at that. She finally had her opportunity to shine. Kima was speaking facts this episode. She said, you around here trying to start a supergroup. We are a supergroup. And I agree. I mean, Total, they called themselves the blueprint, but in my opinion, Total is probably the blueprint out of anybody's group. I mean, Total probably came out before any of them. They had the whole trio thing. But yeah, I mean, I would say Total is probably the blueprint. But let me ask y'all something. I was thinking about this. Out of all of the girl groups represented there, I don't want to ask who was the most successful. Who is y'all fave? Out of all the groups, well, including Nivea, she's a solo act, but out of the groups, the acts that are representing there, who is y'all fave? Now, I have an unpopular opinion. I don't think y'all gonna agree with me, but my favorite group out of all the acts represented in the house is Danity Kane. Danity Kane, yeah. When I was in high school, like a freshman, maybe a freshman or sophomore, Danity Kane had a hold on me. I was a real fan. Well, I watched and I loved Making the Band. So I saw the group from the very beginning. I loved Danity Kane and Day 26. I just did. They made good music. Danity Kane albums, both of them were good. They just were. Like, Danity Kane was everything to me. I love Dawn. I still love Dawn. Dawn was always my favorite. I love D Woods. Yeah. Danity Kane, yeah. Even now though, like if you go to your playlist, I think any one of us would listen to a Total song, listen to 702 Where My Girls At, listen to Black. Black, yeah, I like Black. The only, of course, listen to Nivea. Don't Mess With My Man. I mean, come on now. The only group that I personally would not really listen to and wasn't really like a fan of like that was Cherish. I mean, they came out around the time Sierra was out, but I wasn't a fan of Cherish. I mean, they had Unappreciated, which I liked, which was cool. It was cute, but out of the acts represented there, Cherish would definitely be at the bottom. And like I said, Danity Kane is my fave. Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know, out of the acts represented there in the house, who is your fave? Let's move on. I talked about Irish needing to be assertive because she was mad. She was saying she was embarrassed, not getting no lines. She needs to be assertive and proactive and demand some singing parts. But Misha was like, I'm gonna be fair. I gotta give it to everybody. Talking about Misha needs to be present. I'm like, you got your nerve. Like, girl, are you present? Anyway, Aubrey leaves. Like I said before, I don't blame her. They should have made her feel more appreciated. If she was such a vital part of the group, they should have let her know. If it were me though, I would not have left. I would have told them how I felt, you know, talked to somebody to make me feel better. I wouldn't have left. That's just me. She did say though, her group was more successful than Cherish, and these little girls running around her, talking to her like she's some child. That's what I meant by everybody should respect each other. Aubrey should get the same amount of respect as everyone else. If you talk to Nivea or Shamari in a respectful tone, not confronting them, confrontational, then you should do the same thing with Aubrey. The one theme that needs to be addressed in this house is conflict resolution. Like, that should be the whole name of the episode. Conflict resolution. I think the twins, they have very poor conflict resolution. They always want to try to confront someone together, which I do not like that, because that makes the person feel ganged up on, and it is very intimidating when you have two people coming at you with an issue. No, it should be a one-on-one conversation. So that's my main thing with the twins. They always want to try to confront somebody, talk about something, but if you want to come to a resolution, it is a way that you talk to people and that you approach people. And I'm going to get more into that when I talk about Felicia and Cosign. Felicia versus Cosign. Now, let me just say, when it comes to Bird's Eye View, I think that's the name, or is it Leave Don't Go? I think it's Leave Don't Go. I like Cosign's version better. I liked the bass and I liked the drums. Even though Felicia was saying that she didn't like that, I liked it. I liked Cosign's verse better. Felicia versus Cosign. I'm team Cosign. I am. It's no secret that the twins have definitely put a bad taste in my mouth, but the way Felicia came out swinging with attitude, hostility. That's not cool. Like, first of all, she already had a problem with cosign because they showed that earlier in the episode. So what she should have did was, the minute cosign and the choreographer and the vocal coach walked in the studio, she should have said, cosign, can I just chop it up with you real fast? And then talked about him lacking in whatever area you feel like he's lacking in. Also, a good question is, does he have other people that he's working with? If so, you cannot monopolize anyone's time. You cannot be so demanding on their time if they have other things to do. If he set aside, blocked out these hours for you, then okay, you got his attention. But to be like, when you leave out of here, like, I guess you still expect him to do the work. I don't know. I don't know what she expects, but she came out the gate swinging. Instead of talking to him one-on-one, she was attitude. When he first said, you're playing the wrong version, she came all attitude. Like, that's not how you talk to people. So, of course, he's going to get a little testy because of how you're coming at him, and then you cussing and then calling him out his name. Like, I don't like when people do that. If we're talking about an issue, if we're talking about the song, then stick to that. Don't go name calling. That is below the belt, and I do not like that. Like, that's not cool to me. No. I will say though, I didn't like his condescending tone, calling her young lady, calling her love. He was like, watch your tone, young lady. I don't like that. That's demeaning to me. Like, you're not her parent. She's not a child. That's like a real slick way to try to check somebody and to try to put them in their place and kind of like establish them as being like beneath you or like subordinate or an authoritative figure. I don't like that. So when he was like, calm down, young lady, I don't like that at all. So I'm with them when they were like, you know, don't be saying it. Now, he had every right to be upset. No, I did not expect him to act the way Elijah acted last week, yelling, cussing, all of that. No, his tone was fine. His tone was fine. But, and the things that he was saying was fine, because he was like, well, Shamari, she didn't look like she, you know, didn't like it or whatever. That was fine. It was just the whole like, calm down, young lady. And then he brought up the whole, check my Wikipedia page. I didn't like that either. I don't like when people are boastful like that, which is probably another reason why I don't particularly care for the twins, because they always feel this need to let people know how talented they are. Like, especially like in the first episode, one of them was like, my sister just hit $1 million right now. Like, I don't like that. If you are so talented, so this, so that, then let your works speak for themselves. Like, you don't have to be like, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. Y'all need to respect me. Y'all need to know this and that. Like, no. If you are talented, you're a producer, you can sing, whatever, then just do it. Now, if somebody else want to big you up and compliment you and say these nice things about you, then so be it. But the twins always feel the need to let people know how talented you are. And I really think when people feel like they have something to prove, like they just have this urge to prove themselves, it's, in my opinion, from an insecurity. It's from you feeling like y'all need to see, like I feel like I don't feel like I'm where I should be in life, so let me prove why I should be where I am, if that makes sense. If you are talented, then just let your talent speak for itself. Don't go around telling people, I'm this, I'm that. I like no, don't do that. So I didn't like when he did that, and I didn't like when the twins did that, and the twins do that a lot, and I don't think that's cool at all. So let me know who y'all think was right. Are y'all team Felicia? Are you team Cosign? And who do y'all think is the producer of the house? That's the question. Who do you think is the producer of the house? I have my opinions, but I'll share it in the next video for next week. As always, thank you so much for checking out my review, checking out my videos. Next week, I promise to have the video uploaded much earlier. As I said, it's not too late, but I like to try to have my videos up like 12 the next day. So let me know if you like my video. Let me know how you feel about the episode, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.